Yo, what's up guys? I want to talk about what is happening with Bloxburg and is there something fishy going on with the company Coffee Stain who have taken it over. Let's get right into it. Now, Coffee Stain is a multi-million company that bought Welcome to Bloxburg back in August 2022 for a whopping $100 million. So then why is it that recently we've been seeing some of the worst Bloxburg updates in all of its history? Surely if it's a multi-million making company, Coffee Stain should be able to push out bigger and better updates. But unfortunately, that hasn't always been the case. So first, let's look at the structure of Coffee Stain. So at the top we have the main company, of course, Coffee Stain, and then from Coffee Stain branch out these smaller companies who are solely responsible for their own games. And here we come to realise that Coffee Stain Gothenburg is solely responsible for Welcome to Bloxburg. And here Coffee Stain explains its exact involvement with Bloxburg.
They approached Coffee Stain thought it was a good idea, and so Coffee Stain Gothenburg was created in order to take over that project, and the original folks are still part of the team as well. So I have actually seen people ask about Bloxburg in the comment section of our videos here in the past, which is again one of the reasons why I'm making this video. And to those folks, we don't have anything to do with Coffee Stain Gothenburg or Bloxburg development. Okay, so you'll have to go to the links in the description below to try and follow their project and try reach out to them if you have any questions, because I can't answer them because I don't know anything about it.
And here is the link for Coffee Stain Gothenburg, and I'm just going to click on the link, and unfortunately guys, it doesn't actually work. Now my question is, what is Coffee Stain Gothenburg hiding? Now if we look at the history of Bloxburg updates since Coffee Stain took over, we can see that it started off pretty strong. So it looks like the first update they dropped was back in Feb 2023, and we knew this because we got the spilled coffee mug, which was in relation to the Coffee Stain name. We got quite a few new furnishings and new foods and items for the Valentine's update, and overall I did feel this update was pretty decent. Fast forward to April 2023, actually had a massive update. I mean, look at all of these items. They even gave us bees, birds and butterflies. I mean, come on, it was absolutely amazing. And that cannon station was so cool. I absolutely loved it. So far so good. Coffee Stain were doing really great. And in May we got this massive sports update. Look at all of these items. We got yoga equipment and we even got a sauna. And oh my god guys, how did I even forget about this baseball court? And it just keeps getting better. The gym was updated, athletic skill was overhauled to a higher level, which meant that progression rewards were also introduced. Like, oh my god, I can't lie, that was actually a sick update. And this was our June summer update. It was really insane. I loved all of the build mode items. I mean, look at the amount of items we got, and the best thing is that a lot of them were interactive. The beach was also updated, and do you remember these cute little crabs? They were such a cute little addition to the game. This was also a big update because the observatory was also updated. Honestly, I really feel as though they were putting in a lot of effort into these updates. Like, honestly, they were literally on a streak. And I don't think we saw an update in July, but who cares, because in August we witnessed BLOXBURG'S being burnt down. The whole storyline leading up to it was super exciting, and of course it meant that BLOXBURG'S was updated with new jobs as well as a progression reward system. I gotta give it to Coffee Stain, that update was insane. And then we did have to wait a little while for the Halloween update, but again, Bloxburg did not disappoint. They spoiled us rotten with a load of build mode items, as well as items which had absolutely nothing to do with Halloween. But who was actually complaining? We happily accepted these extra items. And not only did they add a backpack feature, but they also organized a Halloween quest. And even though some players did feel as though the quest was a little easy, I welcomed it with open arms because it was so much better than that boring old corn maze. Then in November we had a roleplay update, and again I can't really complain much at all about this update. I mean, the furniture was bang on. We did get a lot of stuff that we wanted and needed, so yeah, no complaints. Not only that, they added this whole family tree thing and options to customize the permissions, which was really, really useful, especially when it meant that no one can steal from your fridge anymore. And then moving into the festive season, now look at the state of this, so many build mode items. And they also still went ahead and gave us an elf hunt. And it may have been a little too easy, but they definitely gave us something that was different. But then guys, it kind of starts to go downhill. So at the beginning of this year, 2024, this was our Feb update. I mean, it wasn't bad. The plants were amazing, but I don't know about all this art deco stuff. Like, I don't know if people really wanted it. I certainly didn't, and the items for Valentine's were pretty limited. And then in March we got this really unnecessary homeless update. I mean, this was just so random and weird. The only thing I did like about this update was the little mouse, because you can have it like a little pet. Yeah, I honestly do not know where they got their inspiration for this update. It was just so random, and I don't know, were Bloxburg actually trying to tell us something here? And when I think about it, I think they actually were, because the next update caused absolute outrage. And here is an update where it went seriously wrong. We were hit with towing fines, fainting fees, and the worst thing is that they cut our pays because they introduced the most stupid equal pay system. This caused so much outrage that even Creekcraft had to get involved. Now, what has actually gone wrong? Last year, Coffee Stain was thriving, and in 2024 they have fallen on their faces, struggling to just get simple updates out. And then all of a sudden, Bloxburg decided to go free, and that was just about it, guys. It went free and we didn't really get anything added to the game. OG players got this car couch and a trophy, and yet that's where it ended. A lot of us still try to give Bloxburg the benefit of doubt, but this was our summer update. We got only a few items in build mode compared to last year's update, and can you believe the audacity? We got limited boba tea without the boba machine. And let's not forget about the Oompa Loompa food festival. However, there were a few other added bits, but nothing really worth mentioning compared to our last summer update. So what do you actually think is happening, guys? Rumor has it that a Bloxburg dev has actually left the team because he may have been responsible for the bad updates that we've been seeing recently. Whatever the issue is, I do have faith that Bloxburg can pull this off and get their act together, because they've already proved this to us with the updates they dropped in 2023, and no one can really refute that they weren't any good. And I do actually think that after this break that Bloxburg are on, hopefully they're gonna come back bigger and stronger than ever before. Anyway, guys, I would love to know what you think. Drop me a comment below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya.